Yo, what's up guys? In today's video, there's even more trade rumors involving like the Chicago Bulls, Ben Simmons, now Joel Embiid, still trading up or down for their 4th pick, and LaMelo Ball, of course. And before you guys start commenting saying, Elton Brand said he's not looking to trade Ben Simmons and like Joel Embiid, he's trying to like put more talent around them. First off, he needs to trade Tobias Harris and Al Horford for that to happen, and I'm going to be honest, nobody is taking those terrible contracts unless they give up first-round picks or, like I said, Ben Simmons or someone. And at the same time, talk is talk, man. I don't believe that. Last year, nobody expected OKC to trade Russell Westbrook and Paul George. So even though the GM is saying that, I don't believe that. I believe the rumors are just going to continue to pick up more and more. And later in today's video, I'm going to be looking at like potential trade packages that the Chicago Bulls could, of course, package for Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid from the 76ers. So definitely stay tuned for that. And I know the Bulls aren't in the best position right now, but our future is looking bright. We're slowly but surely going upwards. But right now, the 76ers are looking like a complete mess. Their like whole organization is like getting fired. They recently fired their head coach, Brett Brown, and I'm going to make a video on that tomorrow as well because that affects the Chicago Bulls head coaching position hugely. But yeah, recently there's been a lot of rumors, of course, about Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, and the 76ers kind of just blowing it up and trading them. And Complex Sports, Bleacher Report, and Fansided have like acknowledged the rumors of like the Chicago Bulls potentially targeting Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid this summer. Of course, the 76ers fired their head coach, and they recently got swept in the playoffs. So it's looking like Philadelphia is going to be like making a lot of big changes to the whole organization and to their like young core, I'd say. And like I said earlier in the video, if they want to like help and like bring more talent around them, they're going to have to trade Tobias Harris and Horford, which I doubt is going to happen because their contracts are just huge and nasty. And I'm going to be honest, they both played pretty bad in the playoffs, and they both really can't stay healthy. And on the Bill Simmons podcast, like I said, they need help, or Elton Brand wants to surround them with better talent. He brought up a trade suggesting like Otto Porter Jr., which is an expiring contract for Tobias Harris, but he has like a 4-year max deal remaining. I like Tobias Harris. I honestly believe he'd fit well with the Chicago Bulls, but it's not worth that like trade at all. The Bulls are going to have a bunch of money next offseason where the Bulls could possibly sign 2 like superstar free agents. So I'm not getting rid of Otto Porter Jr. for Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris, like I said, he's a decent player. He'd fit probably well with us, but he got way overpaid. And it's just not worth it, especially with our future finally like looking bright. It's not worth taking a max deal, especially for an expiring contract. Maybe if they gave like a first-round pick or something in return, but still I doubt we would do that. Just because Otto is going to be off the books next season, and like I said, we're going to have a bunch of free money cleared up because of that. And also on Bill Simmons' podcast, he also suggests the Bulls should try and trade like Lauri Markkanen, Wendell Carter Jr. in the 4th pick for Joel Embiid. Before I get into my opinion, just leave any comments below what you guys, like if you guys would do that trade or not. Me just looking at it, I wouldn't, because I like Joel Embiid. I feel like he's probably like a top 5, top 3 center in the league, but his attitude isn't the best. Joel Embiid is bigger than pretty much everyone in the NBA, and he likes to chuck up threes. So like that's my number one concern about him. Like he loves shooting and like shooting the mid-range shot. When he's bigger than anyone, he should just go in the post and just be a ball dominant big man and just body everyone. Also, his injury history does scare me, and I'm pretty sure during the season they had to rest him like every few games or something. So it's just not worth the risk, I believe. I believe the Bulls have some young stars on the come up. Of course, like I said, next offseason we're going to have a chance to sign 2 max contracts. And I feel like Joel Embiid's really not the answer, I'm going to be honest. But yeah, like I said, definitely leave any comments or questions below about these potential trades. And like I said earlier in the video, Fansided made some more like potential trades to trade with the 76ers. So I'm just going to read through those right now and give my opinion. Definitely leave any comments or questions you guys got below about these like potential trades as well. And trade number 1 is the Chicago Bulls getting Ben Simmons and Mike Scott, and the 76ers getting Markkanen, Otto Porter Jr., and our 2 next first round picks for next year's. I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't do this trade. I'm really high in Markkanen. The only like positive of this trade is getting rid of Otto Porter Jr. I don't know, man. Like, I like our young core, and I hate to trade him away for like Ben Simmons, especially because he just got hurt. Like, it's kind of like what the Lakers did, but they got like the best power forward in the game in Anthony Davis. Like I said, I like Ben Simmons, I like Joel Embiid, but they're just, I don't know, man. They're just not pure number ones in this league, I believe. I mean, they haven't done anything in the playoffs, and they both can't stay healthy. I hate to break it to them. And us giving up pretty much 3 young players with Markkanen and 2 future firsts, I just don't feel comfortable doing that because any of those players could blow up and be superstars in this league. And me just looking at this next trade is the same as the first one. The Bulls would get Joel Embiid and a future second-round pick, and the 76ers would get Wendell, Thaddeus Young, and our 2 second first-round picks. And same like I said in the past one, it's just a lot of, young players and picks for just Joel Embiid, who hasn't like really done anything in the playoffs and can't stay healthy. So I'm just going to skip to the next trade because I don't know, man. Like, I would definitely trade some young players and maybe a future first if it was just like maybe Markkanen and a first for Joel Embiid or like something like that. But I doubt that 76ers would take that unless, Elton Brand just wants to continue to make dumb moves. But let's be honest, he has done that before. I just don't see the point of the Bulls trading young players and like a bunch of draft picks for like Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid because they haven't been able to stay healthy. They haven't done nothing in the playoffs. And like I said, next offseason is the key for the Chicago Bulls' future. We need to sign some big-name free agents. And the final potential trade fan-sided created was the Bulls getting Joel Embiid, the 76ers getting Zach LaVine, Wendell, and a second-rounder. This one would hurt a lot, I feel like. I mean, we're getting rid of like our best defender in Wendell and our best offensive player in Zach LaVine. So automatically, I'm not down for this trade. I don't know, man. There's going to be a lot more rumors surrounding like the whole NBA draft. And of course, the 76ers with blowing it up. I'm going to keep you guys updated. I don't really think the Bulls should trade them unless the price is right, of course. But in any of these potential deals, I feel like we're giving up too many young players and first-round picks for players that really haven't done nothing in the playoffs. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Definitely check out my last video if you missed it. It was just like the top 5 best draft prospects the Chicago Bulls should look into drafting with the 4th pick. Definitely check out that video if you missed it. Definitely leave any comments or questions below this video about these potential trades and like all these trade rumors going around. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Also have another video out tomorrow about like the head coaching position or whatever. So stay tuned for that as well. Thank you guys for all the love and support on the channel recently. Have a good one.